I gotta get a recording because if I do not, I won't be able to get a recording. We're going through a world reset. We're wiping everything to clean slate. So to begin, I'm going to make this short as possible. Make this as crunched up a video as possible. So short explanation. I started right here on this sky island when I started on this server. The first thing I did was use r forward slash it was forward slash RTP, random teleport. It brought me to this sky island right here, dead center of it, and I said, wow, this is pretty much perfect, but I really don't want to settle here. I left, I came back, and I did settle here. This is the first place I set foot on this entire server. Just a sky island, surrounded in ocean. There's land to the south, a short ways, but that's the closest land. Everything else, really far away. So I just sit in the middle of the void almost. Been here for almost a month. I'm pretty sure a month and more. Every bit of this was built by hand. Yours truly. I planted all of these trees. Went and collected that ring. Took a long time. Functional Stargate. All of these trees are artificial, but those over there are not. It was Christmas recently. This is for splitting enchants on books. This is a piston enchant setup. Moves them. Makes it different. Demonstrated. They're all labeled. This is where the magic was done. Ars Nouveau, Hephaestus Forge to make Eternal Stellae so that I could own this thing. The old Gatling laser. Eternal Gatling laser. All stuff for Mystical Lag. Really nice architectural color, etc. Blah blah blah. No, I'm just gonna go straight here. Welcome to my Hall of Doors. It's actually really well lit. Just black concrete everywhere. Got Fat Nasty, that's the reactor. The Deep Lantern, bottom of the world. Sky Factory up above. Townhouse for the town itself. Underwater Paradise, because I am underwater too. Core for the actual immune system. Most complex, impressive bundle of brain I've ever built. Shrinking device. Bundles of 21, 0, 32, 31, 32, 8, and 0. So, that's a shit ton of machines connected all at once. I haven't looked at these drives in a long time. Damn, that's colorful. This is the auto-crafting brain. Half of it's underwater. Decorative as fuck. Etc, etc. Gotta love the architecture. Down. Take a side entrance. Outside. This is the access to the dank storage. I'm gonna miss that idea. Welcome to Fat Nasty. This is one big reactor. What you see up there is stacks of 60 minus 2, so 58 stacked supremium growth accelerators, all sitting below something that's growing up top. Grows instantly, or damn near instantly. Production. Nuclear processing. This is how I make my fissile fuel for my nuclear reactor, so that I can turn it all into antimatter. Unfortunately, that's 2.5 buckets of antimatter I will never use for anything, because we're going through a server reset. That's why I'm recording this. Here's some really tall ass towers for evaporation. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All making brine, and one in the center making lithium. I once upon a time had a functioning steam turbine. However, eventually, my production made too much steam. Now I can't use it. It's just better just running on pure energy. This would have been something, doesn't matter anymore. Welcome to the farm. It's so beautiful. Watch it grow and get harvested. All powered by some really good setup, I'll say. Considering. You cats need to... Hey! I did type all this down. I needed to. 1 uranium ingot equates to 1 bucket of fissile fuel. Takes 10,000 uranium ingots to make 1 bucket of antimatter. 1 bucket of antimatter makes 1 antimatter pellet. You need about 6 of them. I think 6, maybe 5. To build some stuff inside the ATM star, which... Blah blah blah, demonstration, the items condensed, but this is what you're supposed to be able to actually build it with. Everyone who's ever seen Loki or some other stuff involving him knows what a TemPad is. That's exactly what that is. I teleport, yes. Welcome to Juggle Mage's Blood Tower. It's getting yeeted into oblivion. White. White, 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 white. This is what you use to craft an ATM star for making some creative items like jetpack, source jar, spellbook, stuff like that. Crunch it down into ATM shards, use those for other creative stuffs, etc. And if you don't have a Star Forge that you made through Greg Tech, this is how you make it. Calculated, my dude, because you're going through it. That's more like it. Yellow cake. Oh, the process begins. Takes it all, sends it through here. This is loud as fuck. Whatever, whatever. Let's just go ahead and hit up Fat Nasty. Where's he at? Here he is. Where's the heartbeat? I'm missing something. Oh, that's right. What happened? Well, damn. This is a very terrible demonstration. Diamond slab, already been here. Sound factory, that's next. Townhouse, that's after. Underwater paradise, quick showcase. Welcome to the underwater. That was a very far leap. That's the underwater, where I was at just a moment ago. Welcome to my colony. Minecolony's got some really good architecture. I spent some time on this one. The aqueducts are me, but the buildings are the minecolonists. I didn't build those buildings, the minecolonists did. And damn, those are some good builds. Fat Nasty's at work, core, blah blah blah, factory. Alright. This processes everything. If I want an induction cell, this is where it goes. Harley. Gotta love a time in a bottle. Check this out. 16 hours, right? 16 hours I could use to accelerate things times 16 times as fast as they're supposed to. Store the time over time just by holding your inventory. You can only store time for one bottle per person. It's absolutely glorious, especially if you make it early and then forget about it for about a week. That's why. You don't even hear it running, because it processes everything that goes into it instantly. It's that fast. Omnitic tool smashing served me well. That's my silk touch pick. Light's Edge. This one's new, very new, the newest. I love this sword, but it's gone. New axe to be able to break pig liches down because they have 9,999 HP. What's a building? The alloys, the infuser. Oh. I thought, never mind. Whatever. I don't give a fuck about demonstrated purposes. This is to showcase everything, summarize everything, show what was here, because it's about to get erased. Done. Energy storage out the wazoo. What's this store? I don't remember. 1.6 tera FE. It's going in here. Right there. So that you actually know how much energy is stored here. Here is terajoules of energy. 31.87 terajoules of energy. Which is only 12.7 force energy. Well, 12.75 tera force energy. Whatever. Fictional units to real units. You're welcome. Fusion generator. Antimatter generator. fusion generator. How's my energy? There's enough. What about this one? Not nearly enough. It's whatever. I can still demonstrate. How's the polonium? None. Goodbye, absolutely awesome 101 energizing rod, energizing orb setup, because this was absolutely beautiful. Just to do it. Nope. Oh. No. Damn. It's a hit-ass situation. No, it's just retarded. Yeah, just very retarded. Oh! It's so pretty. Each of those lines goes directly to one of those rods for energizing purposes. This is a 50-second wait time to be able to turn this into some OP as shit block. This thing, purple and yellow. I'm not here anymore. Whole ROM. This is how I make my energy. Makes 200 million force energy units per tick. There are 20 ticks per second, so 4 billion FE per second. 40 million? 4 billion. Deuterium fuel production. Here's the tank. 1.4 million buckets. We got all of this slurping water. This is deuterium. This is tritium. Piped in from somewhere else. In fact, it's actually made up above. The lithium gas being turned into tritium gas up here by these solar neutron activators. This is supposed to turn this shit into polonium. Literal shit. It's nuclear waste getting turned into polonium. Uh-oh. Well, there's polonium in there, so I can demonstrate. I'm making antimatter. It's whatever. Which one of these is actually firing? This one. This one? This one. This one? Is it? Neither of them are. Damn. I need a whole ROM. Come on, let's see if I have enough. It was enough! Yeah! Turn this bad boy on. Get it rolling. How much you going? 10 million? 20 million? Much faster. It's already over. Never mind. I haven't kicked you much anymore. Recorded. Twin fusion reactor set up for a supercritical phase shifter. Both of them pour energy directly in. Really turns some polonium into antimatter. No one who doesn't understand that will ever have to care to. Hey, check this shit out. Glass panes will sit flush with walls and they will meld to one another. See? Revolutionary. Last but not least, my home. This was my home. Age of Empires 2, Definitive Edition, and Star Wars, Shadows of the Empire. Yeah. Lots of things here. Very many things. Festive Bolt of the Storm. This was a good one. Makes a shit ton of XP. And no loot drops. Really cool mech suit someone made for me. I came to this spot to work gemstones and armor many times. My spell books through the ages. The first one I had, the next one I had, the one above that, the one I have now is different. This is the wall of trophies. This is my spell book. Nothing of value here that I can demonstrate, at least not in here. Not what I needed. An exchanger, expensive. Ah yes, the mantle worm. Auto smelt drill. The other drill I have is in here somewhere. Yeah, the galaxy drill. That's for fortune pickups. We got a trident, shovel, pickaxe, another. This thing right here. I can use this to throw lightning bolts. Pretty cool. The actual tin pad itself. Another trophy on the wall. Built all this by hand. Custom architecture, every bit of it. This was my bedroom. Until I extended upwards. Then this became the airy. Perfect enough to launch from. These towers I didn't build. I stole this from a dungeon. I stole these. That's everything. That's everything. Stole this design from the other, actually. This is my restaurant. And I love my Minecolonists, but they're all going to be yeeted into deleted oblivion. I built for these. I had to take hours upon hours just to produce the materials for them to build with. I sat in one spot just making items for them, thousands of blocks. Kind of sad to see it go. I'm the mayor of this town, and I can't even sleep.